Today we are back talking about some big drama once again in the CS2 community, and this is going to be a video that I guess a lot of you are going to be excited about. Previously, I have made videos about CS Float, and I've said a lot of good things. They are one of my favorite marketplaces. They're a marketplace where I do a vast majority of my volume, but in previous videos, it seems like a lot of you guys have said I've been like glazing CS Float or been overly positive about CS Float when you guys have some issues with it. I am Germ, a CS2 cash trader, investor, collector, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about the, issues that CS Flow has been having recently and a very, very questionable decision they made that has a lot of people unhappy. But of course, first, just want to mention my cash trading business. If you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items and turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. We're buying pretty much anything and everything for the right price. A lot of cool stuff we've been able to pick up recently. I shouted out Sticker Capsule 2s in a video about a week ago, and I was able to pick up 15 of these lately. Pretty cool. Cloud9 DreamHack Hollow, Titan Hollow from Cato 15. So whatever it is you guys are selling, all different kinds of stuff, I would love to buy it for the right price. And of course, by selling me, you're helping support me, my channel, my content as well, which I would appreciate a ton. With that being said, let's get right into this video today, talking about this. CS Flow on September 10th, they tweeted out, "We are taking steps to combat offer spam on CS Flow." And if you don't know what they're talking about, when you go to sell an item on CS Flow, obviously you can list the item and you can get offers on those items. You know, you can list it for a price. Say I list something for $100. People are able to bargain on it, and you can set that bargain limit to whatever you want it to be. I don't know what the lowest end is, but like you could set, hey, I want to allow people to send bargains for up to 10% off. And you might say, hey, yeah, I'd be willing to hear offers for up to 10% off. But the issue on CS Flow right now is if you set your bargain percentage to like 10% off, you're going to instantly, for high demand items and liquid items and stuff, you are going to get, and especially on the more expensive end of stuff, usually you're going to get a bunch of items for, again, if you list for 100, you're going to get a bunch of offers for $90.01, $90.10, $90.50, $90.45, and just a bunch of offers and offers and offers, which there are some people who would say, hey, you did say you would be interested in hearing offers of up to 10% off, but also at the same time, it feels pretty bad to be like, hey, I would be willing to hear offers for up to 10% off, and then instantly getting bots just spamming you, okay, I'll pay 90%, 90%, blah, 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 blah. You know, like that does feel like a little bit you're being taken advantage of, because yeah, maybe I would be interested in hearing offers for 10% off, but does that mean I want to sell, every single item I list to 90% off to the same guy who's instantly spamming me offers? Like, no, not necessarily. And I know some people would say, hey, just we'll bump your bargain percentage up. But I also just think that in general, we shouldn't have people just totally, bot spamming offers to people. And like I said, just because I would want to maybe hear some offers and maybe I would consider a discount or whatever at some point, doesn't mean I want to sell every single item that I'm selling to the max discount to the same guy spamming offers at the same time, because that feels a little bit abusive. That feels a little bit, taken advantage of. But there's definitely some arguments to be made for both sides, whatever. But CS Flow said, if you're sending many offers as a buyer with a low acceptance rate, you'll automatically be blocked from sending offers for a couple of days. We hope to further encourage buyers to send reasonable offers to sellers. So they claim that they're trying to clean up offer spam and that they don't want people to just be sending out a bunch of offers that are just getting declined over and over again. But this led to absolute chaos in the community. Wex Larino tweeted out, "Yo, CS Float, thank you so much for banning me. I've never used bots, have over 1,300 sales, and never offer less than 92% proof in comments. Would be nice to make some slight adjustments for traders, or else your site is just going to fucking die." And here you can see the offer, or the message that gets sent out when you do get banned for offer spam. It says, your account has been making an excessive amount of offers that have a low rating of getting accepted by sellers. Sending low ball spam offers like this degrades the experience of everyone on CS Float. As a result, your ability to send offers is restricted for a couple of days. How do I remove this restriction? Wait up to 3 days in order for this block to be removed. How do I prevent this in future? Send offers to sellers that are better priced and more likely to be accepted. Now, this is a little bit strange. This is, I think, a little bit interesting to have it based off of how often your offers are getting accepted, because if your offers are getting accepted, it's not necessarily means you're even sending a bad offer or whatever. I could literally offer 99.9% and the person could just reject it. Does that mean I was bot spamming them with terrible offers that is degrading the CS Float experience? No, not necessarily. So I think it is a little bit crazy. And obviously people were mad about this, and rightfully so. And obviously CS Float, it's not really in their best interest to be banning their highest, volume sellers. I know Wex Larino Lorino. I know he has a ton of money, a crazy inventory. I know he does a lot of sales. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense for them to be banning him. What is also interesting is that guys like this tweet out, "Step up yo game" at CS Float, and they said, this is CS Float, a moderator and admin responding, saying, botting is not prohibited for the most part, but if it starts to hamper the experience of users on the site, it can be an issue. You should change your minimum bargain threshold in your profile if you don't want these offers. Unfortunately, it's difficult to remove bots like this. So this is insane. Not only are they banning legitimate users on the site for low acceptance rate offers, which what does low acceptance rate even mean? Right now, it definitely seems like it's a little oversensitive. We'll go over a bunch of examples of like a ton of the biggest traders on the site getting banned. But how is botting not banned? Why is botting allowed? If you want to talk about the degrading the CS Float experience, guess what? Bots degrade the experience for everybody. They are instantly scooping up a ton of the best deals. They are definitely offer spamming to people, and they are doing a ton of these automated options really, really fast, instantly, insanely. If you do want to clean up the website and add to the CS Float experience, how about let's start with making sure banning bots is against TOS or whatever. I mean, to me, that is absolutely insane. To even hear that botting is not strictly, like outright forbidden, that seems a little bit crazy to me. I definitely would have guessed that it was. Again, here's Wex Lorino with that, and he shows, some of his offers, whatever, where he is offering, here's 1.47% off. A lot of these obviously are like 5% off or more, but a lot of these actually seem like some really good and competitive offers that people could be accepting. Again, I'm a guy who sells a lot on TS Float. I sell to bargains all the time. There are definitely people who are very annoying, who I do find annoying. Again, I think people spamming overly spamming max discount offers is a little bit abusive and is very annoying. But for the most part, I am a big fan of bargains and a big fan of being able to quickly sell stuff for a price that people are actually willing to pay for it. And I think it's an awesome feature, and I don't really mind, having to decline offers or go back and forth with people. Here's Ivan again, getting that offer spam notification of him being banned. Wex Lorino says, remember that botting is allowed, but being an active user isn't, which is definitely crazy thing for CS Float to say, and it's definitely some bad publicity for them. More people getting banned, Layden, a very big trader, saying free me, bruh, I ain't do nothing. I didn't even know that I didn't follow this guy, but a black pearl and gold gem dealer apparently. ABQ says CS Float sellers can always just do this though, and this guy is saying that you can just change your bargain settings to a lower bargain percent. That way you will get less notifications. Again, if you are getting annoyed by offer spam, well, just up your bargaining percentage to a number that you'd actually be willing to sell your items for. Apparently on CS Float, not only can you set your total bargain percentage, like, hey, here's the total bargain percentage I would allow on any item, but I think you can also set it individual on certain items as well. So it's definitely a nice quality of life feature. Some people are saying, hey, it would be cool to just block for a seller to block a buyer if they want. If there's one guy who is really, really abusing offer spam or whatever, just being able to block him so he can't offer you anymore would make a lot more sense than, banning a ton of your users. Somebody said this guy is crying right now. Apparently, this is a guy who spams a lot of offers, but Wex says every trader is, no matter if they send reasonable offers or insane lowballs. So even if I send good offers and get rejected, I risk getting banned for 3 days. Doesn't seem very reasonable. And yes, I definitely agree with this. That is not reasonable. It's crazy to ban people just from their acceptance rate, because again, you can send a perfectly good offer. You can even send an amazing offer. Somebody could list an overpriced item. You could offer them 99.9% for it or whatever, which would be paying over market price. It can get rejected and you could potentially get banned. That's insane. That's crazy. That definitely does not make a ton of sense. I agree with the statements regarding bargain percent. Maybe consider automatically decreasing bargain discount percent if a bargain is rejected. I list a skin for 100 with a 15% bargain limit. I reject a bargain of 93. My bargain percentage now moved to 6.99999%, which is actually a really cool idea. That's a nice quality of life update. That would be really cool to see implemented. Max the Loss here saying, CS Float claims you don't get banned for 3 days for only 10 bargains. But then Wex here is claiming how many bargains did it take for you to get banned? Wex says 0. It was based on my past ones. So you play 0 bargains since they released a new update and you've now been banned for 3 days. Wex said this is correct. Again, is this 100% true? I don't know if Wex is being honest. I think he's a good dude. I want to believe him here. This sounds a little bit insane, but some people are claiming they were banned from CS Float despite sending 0 bargains since this update came out, which is crazy. That Crown guy, again, here's another person getting banned. These are literally some of the biggest and most active people in the community. Doesn't really seem like it would be good for CS Float's business to be banning all of their traders. And also people are obviously a little upset about their money getting stuck on CS Float, because people who do high volume, they could have thousands of dollars stuck on the website, and so many people like to spend their balance on items items, because it's actually cheaper to spend your balance on items and then have a bunch of items in your inventory than it is to cash out the money to actual cash or whatever, because then you do pay a withdrawal fee or a processing fee or whatever. But if they can't even trade, then their money is just locked up, and that could be potentially, for some of these people, like I said, tens of thousands of dollars locked up on CS Float that they can't even move for the next couple of days unless they want to incur even more fees on top of everything else they already have to pay. I think adding an option where people can see number of bargains of an item, and you can and you guys adjusting the min bargain limit if somebody offered high would probably fix the issue. 3-day timeout for this, especially for traders, is really an LIMO. It won't kill botting, but it will kill traders. Even reasonable offers get usually rejected. This will punish small traders just sending offers and make an okay margin. This is not the way to combat offers bombing by bots. Please reconsider. Officially cooked, Big Meat showing that he got banned. It's time to list all my inventory and instantly decline all bargains to get more people banned until I'm the last one standing. This is crazy. You literally, if you didn't like somebody, you could just reject their offers and try to get them banned, which is just absolutely insane that that's even a possibility. CS Float did tweet out this. They said they agreed with David's recommendation that if you do reject an offer, that your bargaining percentage instantly goes to above that offer, which is cool. They said, thanks for the rejection. We've also rolled this out. But then people are saying, hey, Big W, please tell me that you've reverted the previous update of banning people for 3 days of bargaining and replace it with this. And CS Float, has radio silence, which is obviously not true. So they have implemented this, but are still banning people who have sent all these offers out and everything, which is, again, crazy, insane to me, whatever. Max the Lost does say, let's play a game, who has more than 13,000 offers on their CS Float account. Only rule, you cannot be using a bot or have used a bot, which is crazy. Max just shows how active and, aggressive he is in the community, but showing it is possible to put out a ton of offers without using a bot. I believe that Max does not use a bot, but again, he does show that he has 13,000 offers sent, which is maybe part of the problem, and that's maybe what CS Float is trying to cut down on. There are some users out there who are just so aggressive with offers, but again, if it's something that helps sales get done, and honestly, part of the CS game is making offers, negotiating, whatever. I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. I can't imagine, banning people for negotiating an offer and stuff like that. Wex tweets out this, maybe says, I don't think people should be punished for the lack of sellers' knowledge about bargains. This guy, again, showing another person that got banned. We have so many people getting banned. Again, new anti-bot system on CS Float. But people were happy about them changing this at least. This guy says that's a W move, but why not change the previous update you guys rolled out? Wasn't the point to get rid of bots spamming minimum bargains? Then why ban so many longtime loyal CS Float users? An insane newly discovered method to prevent unwanted offers. Low billers hate this one trick, works 100% of the time. Learn more on Profiles offers, where you can literally disable bargaining or change your bargaining max percent. But some other people did have some ideas for CS Float. Minty tweeting out loud, filtering weapons by filtering results by weapons versus rare special items like gloves and knives. Add a Boolean where filtering by stickers to exclude scrape stickers. Again, some things that maybe would be nice quality of life updates to CS Float. This guy, Honey, says all Float needs to do is remove access to the API, and this issue will be mostly fixed. People are reselling the Float API as their own service. I don't know why Float even allows this in the first place. I've never seen another site with bot issues like CS Float. Again, people are saying, I woke up this morning, logged in Float to check offers. I wanted to send an offer at 94%, but I got a message about a 3-day ban. CS Float is banning people both justly and unjustly. Again, they have a very aggressive filter right now that everyone is getting caught up in. And again, people are not happy about this. Also, some other just random issues that CS Float does have is this. When you go to decline a bunch of offers, you can get failed for sending too many requests, try again later. Like if I have a multiple guns listed and I try to go through and just decline all the bad offers, it will literally time me out and not let me decline a bunch of offers in a row. So CS Float definitely has a bunch of weird issues going on. Definitely a ton of negative press and publicity out there for CS Float right now. The only good news for CS Float is that I still do think that they're the number one Western marketplace right now. So even people who are mad at CS Float, are those people really going to leave and go to GamerPay or SkinBid or, so many of these other options out there? I really don't know, and I really don't think so, because even CS Float's most highest volume, traders and sellers and all that stuff, Float is the best place to do what they do. So even though this has been terrible publicity and the community is not happy about CS Float, and they have numerous other issues, the only problem is so do so many of the other Western marketplaces, so they're not even in necessarily a great position to capitalize on this. Now, some people do claim they're going to go to XYZ other site, but I really highly doubt that, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. But for now, definitely a bad look and a bad move by CS Flow. And this is annoying because it actually, CS Flow can be an amazing site to be able to, send offers to people, get deals done, negotiate on the fly, stuff like that. But right now it is apparently very scary to even try and send offers to people, because I don't want to send a couple offers on a couple items and then literally just get banned and be frozen from the site. Because to me, as a trader who uses the site literally on a daily basis, it's not worth it for me to risk anything to get banned, and would actually be really, really bad for my trading career and everything I have going on. So I don't know. Very weird times. Definitely hope that CS Flow changes this, fixes it, reverts it, whatever. But yeah, people are not happy right now, and rightfully so. But that's pretty much this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.